Hello and welcome back to another new teacher vlog. Happy Monday and happy Teacher Appreciation Week. I'm starting off right away Monday morning feeling very excited for this week. Our PTA has put together a world tour of appreciation going on this week. Theme is around the world. They came up with this cute little schedule. We've traveled the world and we know it's true. There are no other teachers and staff quite like you, and they have different events all throughout the week. Kickstarting today with these two items in my mailbox. Cute little passport. Not sure if this is going to be used for something specific this week, but we'll see. This must be for the game that we're playing today. Rock, paper, scissors bead challenge. We're going to collect the most beads by the end of the day through rock, paper, scissors battles. If you lose your beads, you're out, so we can challenge other people, try to get some beads. This will be interesting to see how that plays out throughout the day, but something fun for this morning. And then they also have a bunch of snacks set up in the lounge already for us. There'll be different things all throughout the week, but I am obsessed with the theme, the sweetest little details, feeling so appreciated, and we'll see what happens throughout the rest of the week. It is very rare that I vlog on a Monday morning, just because Monday mornings always feel a little bit hectic trying to get everything settled in for the week. But we are down to 5 weeks left of school, which is just crazy. I want to make sure I get in a couple more teacher week in my life before the year is over. So we're doing it this week. This is something that I think the office staff and my principal put together every week, but it's a looking ahead. So it just has every day of the week and then all the events that are happening. Bus duty, pickup duty, special events, meetings. So on Monday morning, I like to take this, look through my plans, make sure that I have everything written into my plans. I'm going to go through right now, scan it, double check my lesson plans, and make sure they're all good for the week. Just went through that very quickly. In addition to all of the fun Teacher Appreciation Week stuff, we have a lot going on. We have Math M-Step this week. I talked about this in my last video. We're doing something different this year. We're doing about an hour of it at a time. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for sure we have set aside to do M-Step during our math time. We have 2 staff meetings, so before school on Tuesday and Thursday this week. ACES Day is on the schedule. Usually our gym teacher prepares an activity for the whole school to do at the same time. We'll see what that ends up being. I have pickup duty this week. Then in our classroom specifically, I have a new unit in writing that we're going to start this morning. Still working through the beginning stages of our reading research. Moving on to a new mystery in science, all about space. Then most of the week in math will be spent either today reviewing for the M-Step or taking the M-Step throughout the week. And that's everything that we have going on right now on the schedule. Again, I'm just excited to take you along throughout this week and see all the things that we get into. I'm going to go prep a few things and we'll talk later. Happy Tuesday. Just got to school and it is a rainy day, so I imagine that we're going to have some indoor recess today. We have the first day of Math M-Step this morning. Yesterday, the rock, paper, scissors game. I kind of forgot about the rock, paper, scissors game throughout the day yesterday, but I was able to play with 2 other people, so I ended up with 3. But I think the winner got like 14 or something, so I need to figure out where I return those. We also have a staff meeting in 30 minutes. So there's one thing that I wanted to do before I go off to the staff meeting. Starting our last writing piece, putting together a newspaper using information from our reading research. Each one of my readers picked a topic. They've been doing some research through articles, and then we're going to take that information and build a newspaper to share it. The newspaper is kind of broken into some sections. I've done it a little bit differently in the past, but yesterday as I was going through, I just decided that I wanted there to be a little bit more structure to our drafting. I went through and kind of did a fill in the blank paragraph that my students are going to work on today. Normally I have them draft in their notebooks, but I think we're in need of a little bit more structure or a specific organization for this paragraph. We're going to start this today. And then as I was going through, I just decided to kind of make a template for all the different sections of the newspaper. We're also going to do a timeline. So I made this timeline with 4 different spaces for big key events that were happening during their time period. We're also going to do a map, a caption, a picture, and a caption. So I want them to draft that in here. We have a checklist that I'm going to have them individually go through as soon as they're done drafting. And then I also did a partner, 2 partners version of it to put in this packet that they're going to work on. But I didn't really do this all at once. So I was printing things kind of as I went, which means now if I want it in a packet, I have to put it together. I'm going to go through and make their packets. Today for Teacher Appreciation Week, we are being provided lunch. I'm always so thankful when we get lunch at school because it's usually something good, but also I don't have to pack my lunch in the morning. That saves me some time. So I'm looking forward to that today. Not necessarily looking forward to indoor recess. I have a great class this year. I choose to stay in my classroom during indoor recess, and that's something that we can do to earn comp time or time off. And as long as I'm not feeling like I need a break from the noise or the physical space, it works out really well. So no big complaints here. I'm feeling pretty good about the M-step this morning. There's just one thing, my clock over here, that I need to cover up. I do have some paper in my cabinet, so I don't think that I need to go grab any. Hopefully it fits over the clock, but that's the last thing that I really need to do in order to prep. Feeling confident in how my mathematicians are going to do. We've done, of course, a lot of learning throughout the year, but also review, especially with the ELA portion under their belts. I think that they're feeling more confident as well. My district also does fast bridge testing, reading and math, so that will come next week. I have running records that I need to do for reading, and then all of my end of the year testing will be done. This will be the last thing that I grade for writing. I am going to grade their research portion of this project for reading. We have one other reading project that we're going to do, all about a character going back to a realistic fiction story to end the year, which is how we started the year, but I think that they're really going to enjoy that. We are going to also finish this unit in math. We're going to get, I think, like halfway through unit 7 this year in math, if I've mapped it out correctly. Not going to get to the assessment on that one, but we'll get through whatever we can get through. Science is almost done also. We're in our last couple of mysteries. We're doing the seeing sound unit and having a lot of fun with that. I have a couple random things that I can sprinkle towards the end of the year, but it's really all wrapping up very quickly and nicely. I feel good with what we're able to get done and how it's all going. I think that the kids are doing a good job of sticking in there. I know that they feel the end of the year coming, and it's only going to get worse in the next couple weeks, especially after testing is done. I'm thankful that we have all of these fun projects to kind of keep us going until the end of the year. Packets are all put together, ready to go for writing this morning. Printed an extra as an example that I can use while we are talking about what our paragraph is going to look like. I need to get my whiteboard set up this morning, and then I'm also going to cover the clock really quick for our M-step. It's been a little crazy around here, as I'm sure you can imagine. Good news is we are mostly done with our M-step testing. I just have a few students that are going to be pulled to finish that probably this morning. I think the last time I vlogged was Tuesday. Wednesday morning we had a staff meeting. It was an M-step day, and then for Teacher Appreciation Week we got some breakfast, which was really good and a great way to start my day. From there things just got very busy. We had M-step, I had a meeting. Our afternoon looked a little bit different because we participated in ACES Day. I'm pretty sure by Wednesday I was starting that to feel good, but yesterday and then this morning I just have a little bit of a cold. I'm tired in general, but with the cold and everything going on at school, the vlog was not my priority. I'm just trying to get through everything that I needed to get through. Sorry, camera died. I do have a few things that I want to show you this morning. This weekend is Mother's Day, so we're doing some crafting this afternoon for my kids to give their moms. I had a bunch of extra mason jars in my storage closet I'm trying to get rid of, trying to clean up, get rid of, organize a lot of things. So I decided to do little flowers for them to give their moms. We are also going to make a little card. Some leftovers from last year. I'm just going to do smaller cards this year, but this is kind of the idea. They're going to decorate the front of the card, put this little insert on the left, and then they can write a note on the right side. So this morning, to be ready for all of that this afternoon, I need to go make some more copies of this and go to my storage closet and grab all of the mason jars. I'm going to bring my wagon. I'm going to go make those copies, grab the mason jars. I'm also going to set up Emily's classroom. She has a sub today. Set up my classroom for the day. Copy homework. I need to work on my e-blast. I need to go fill out some paperwork. I'll see you later. Happy Tuesday. I forgot my camera at school over the weekend, so I didn't get a chance to edit this vlog so far. I figured I'd just carry it into this week as well. Yesterday was Monday. Of course, it was a busy day. I had a meeting during my plan time, and then last night was super special because I actually received tenure in my district. So I went to the board meeting, had the ceremony, all of that last night. We're back this morning, and we're doing a little bit of classroom cleanup, packing some things away. I got a few of these large bins from Target. I actually got a couple different sizes, but in this first big one, I'm going to start packing away some of my math resources, games, manipulatives, things like that. So I have them all in this cabinet here. Remember, everything on this wall has to either go or be moved to that side of the classroom. So I'm going to start with this cabinet. I've pretty much separated the two cabinets into things that are mine and things that are the school's. So just focusing on the things that are mine, and I'm going to start putting them into this bin. It's Friday and time for some updates in this vlog. This week I was able to go through all of my math supplies with my math coach. So let me show you what I did. Over here I put everything that I have either purchased or has been gifted to me, so it is all mine. I'm going to take this one home. And then we went through all of my supplies that are my school's, made sure that they were nice and organized in here. I have everything labeled. I was able to get rid of a few things that are not part of our curriculum. So I have all of this. And then over here, I'm also going to take everything on the top here is mine. I have my curriculum binders down there. Like I said, I'm going to have to sort all of this stuff into some other cabinets because these need to be completely empty when I leave on the last day. And then I reorganized this section. Over here, I have all of our game cards, dice, spinners, things that we use for games. The teacher that retired from my classroom had put together these little game kits. Such a great idea if you teach bridges. They just have all the dice that the students may need and then a spinner in there. So anytime we play a game, they just grab this and they have everything that they need. I have all my pattern blocks in here organized. Normally I just put one or two of these out on a table whenever we need them. I also have the square tiles organized the same way, two of those. These are great for fractions, a really nice visual. Some more fraction strips and then circles as well. Here I have different money pieces. I had printed these out, organized them. I have 10s, 5s, 1s, and 20s. Then I also have some coins that, again, I can just put out onto each table, or kids can grab if they need. Base 10 pieces, all organized. More of those. And then the linear pieces down there. I also have number cards that we use for games. Again, the teacher that retired from my classroom had put them into these little organizers. So I have them all sorted into here. Protractors. And then my math coach had put together these little geometry vocab helpers. So I'm leaving that all together. Measuring tapes. And then I also have some graph paper down here. All of this. And then everything over here for math was a huge thing off of my to-do list to get organized. I showed you a few weeks ago me going through all my picture books and trying to sort them. All of those are going to go home eventually. My family and I are trying to decide a day that they can come and help me move all of this, of course, into those cabinets over there, my storage closet in the school, and then taking some things home. I have some things for a Father's Day craft. I need to film all of this in a reel for Lakeshore Learning. And then right now I think I'm going to go through, this was a Donors Choose project. I'm going to put this on my bookshelf. This will be my last book swap of the year and take a picture. That way I can send it as a thank you. I'll need to reset my board and all of that for today, but this is where I'm starting. If I can get that reel done and those books done, then I can get some of the clutter off my counter, and I would love that. Popping in now on Monday just to wrap up this vlog. Anybody that is teaching right now knows how busy these past few weeks have been and will continue to be as we're wrapping up the year. I just wanted to say thank you for sticking around and watching, even though it's very disjointed and I'm just kind of sharing random things here and there. As of right now, we have 3 weeks left of school. I will be able to share my plans for next year in my next vlog. We have some things to catch up on, but for now, I'm going to wrap this up here. Again, thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it coming along these random moments throughout the past 2 weeks, and I'll see you in my next one.